Joining me now here on the Rich Eisen Show is the heartbeat of the Seattle Seahawks for so many years in his 12th year in the NFL, 11th with Seattle right here prior to Monday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles is Bobby Wagner. How you doing, Bobby?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So how are you handling your business right now in the middle of a losing streak that I'm sure you didn't see coming?
We trying to get back right, back focused. I think the biggest thing is just understanding the opponent that we have up right now. Because I think a lot of times, you want to think about the playoff picture. You want to think about all these other games you have to win, but none of that matters if you don't win the one right now. And you can't do anything about the games that have happened already. The only thing you can do is learn from them and apply them to the game that's coming up. So that's kind of how we approaching that.
And how do you I guess for you voice that in this locker room? Do you go around to people? What do you do? Or you don't say anything? Or you say anything if you see something? Like how do you go about it?
I think it's different angles. I think some of it is going and having conversations. Some of it is how you work, how you get back to the grind, how you focus, how you lock in, and people see that. And then the third one is paying attention and making sure everybody's right. And so I have a good feeling that everybody's right.
Okay, well that's good. And so I guess my question for you is what challenge do the Philadelphia Eagles present to you that you've seen on tape?
I mean, the run game is great. They have a lot of talented players across the board. We have to be definitely on. Jalen, he does a really good job of passing, but he also does a really good job of knowing when to use his legs and make the first downs and all those different things. So we have to make sure we tackle. We have to be very aggressive, and I think that's the biggest challenge.
I don't know if you saw this because you were getting ready to actually play the 49ers, but Nick Bosa said he feels the Niners put a blueprint on how to stop the Philadelphia offense on film after they beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia. Did they put a blueprint, do you think, on film for you to see this week?
I think that's probably coming from the competitive, them feeling some type of way probably about last year and then, playing them again and winning. They have a very talented defense over there. Not a lot of people can replicate that, but I think that's kind of falling into what someone else does. We don't really pay attention to that because no defense is going to, copy verbatim or what the 49ers did. And if you're the Eagles, you're looking at them and you're seeing how they attacked you. So you study those plays, you have the beaters to those plays, and so you can't really get caught up into that media stuff.
Okay. So have you looked at some of that film or what film are you looking at? I'm just
Of
trying
course,
to
you watch the film. I
yeah.
think it was more so just the whole we not um playing into what Bosa said. We just doing our thing.
Okay, doing your own thing, your
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawk defense thing, and so then your own challenge with Hurts. I mean, how are you approaching? How do you approach somebody of Jalen Hurts's multifaceted ability, Bobby?
I think it's a lot of film study, a lot of understanding, when are the moments that he likes to use his legs, when does he make the throws. I think that's kind of the biggest thing is just understanding, he's going to extend plays. He's probably one of the quarterbacks that hold the ball a long time because of how confident he is in his legs and how confident he is in getting out of the pocket and making those plays on the run. So you have to make sure you don't let him do that as much as possible.
Can you take me into the room when you're talking about stopping the brotherly shove? What you're doing there on that front, Bobby?
I think it's just who's gonna be more aggressive, in that play. I think is a very tough play for a lot of people. I think a lot of people try to emulate it, but this team obviously does it the best. And so I think the biggest thing is, you want to make sure you don't put them in those positions where they can, kind of activate that. So that's the biggest thing is, being good on first and second down and trying to get them in long third down. But understand, if they get a second and short, first and short, whatever, they're gonna try to pull it out, especially in the red zone. So we're very mindful of it. We understand, and it's only a couple plays, but it can be a
Yeah.
big play.
Do you get in there? Or are you gonna, or is your role maybe to somehow get around and get in the backfield fast? I'm just wondering where you start and finish on a play like that.
Yeah, I think it starts with the D line. I mean, obviously they're going to get the push, and then you try to figure out where Jalen's hiding behind there after that.
That's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about you, Bobby Wagner, as a Walter Payton Man of the Year finalist. You were the nominee of the most prestigious award this league can give out for the Seattle Seahawks. And tell me what the Fast 54 program is, and I'm assuming that is part of your nomination and why you did get nominated for this.
Yeah, I think it kind of is centered around the comic book and trying to educate people on what are the signs of strokes, as well as provide help, with the money that we're raising to help people that suffer from stroke. And so I think that was kind of the big thing, because my mom had several, and unfortunately is not here because of them. And so trying to be able to figure out what I can do to make sure that doesn't happen to anybody else.
So, what would it mean for you? Because you've worn the C on your chest for a long time. What would it mean for you to have that patch on your chest too, Bobby?
It would mean the world to me, to be honest, because you watch a lot of the guys that you look up to. I remember watching vividly Larry Fitzgerald win it, and just different guys. Thomas Davis's speech, and seeing the impact that they have, not just on the field but off the field, is a blessing. It's something that people strive for, and I strive for, and it would be a very prestigious class to be a part of.
Certainly, Russ has it on too, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Russ, yep.
Yeah, I'm sure for sure. Okay, Bobby. So I guess now finding you here in the middle of December, like I said, for a big, huge Monday night football game, first one that's ever been flexed into, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Is this what you had envisioned coming back to Seattle, playing games like this, just the year that you've had for Seattle, Bobby?
I don't think there was an exact vision. I think the biggest thing was just to be able to put this jersey back on, be in front of these fans. Obviously, you want to win. We have a lot of football left to do that, and I'm confident that we're going to figure this out.
And what about you? Are you still enjoying the game as much as ever after all this time, 12 years, right in the middle of a defense?
Still love the game. Still love the game. Still love to get better. Still working to get better, and it's fun for sure.
Bobby, you're the man. Thanks for the time. Really greatly appreciate it. Have a great Monday night.
Thank you. I appreciate you. See you soon.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.